15 miles south of San Francisco, Highway 1 crosses a wall of rock with a 900-foot drop to the ocean below. It is one of the most beautiful drives in America. For over 100 years, people have called it Devil's Slide. They gave it that name before anyone tried to build here. It was a warning, and the warning was right. Dozens of drivers have gone over the edge of these cliffs. Many died on the rocks. Some were never found. One car fell so far that searchers came back with a single wheel off it and nothing else. This is earthquake country. A fault runs straight through this cliff. The mountain has never stopped moving, and nobody knows when it moves next. It wrecked a railroad first. Then it spent 76 years working on the highway that replaced it. In one winter, it dropped the road 6 feet straight down, with the pavement still sitting on top of it. Engineers blasted it, bolted it, and sprayed it with concrete. Then they called their own repairs temporary. One of them said out loud that this highway should never have been built here, and that sooner or later they would lose it. So California did something it almost never does. It gave up on a highway and moved the whole thing. $439 million, 2 tunnels drilled through the mountain, and a promise the danger was over. Since those tunnels opened, at least 9 more people have died on this road. On a foggy night in the late 1980s, a man named Dan Moss was driving north through Devil's Slide. A deer stepped into his lane. He swerved, the car slid sideways off the pavement, and he went over the edge. He dropped 50 feet down a cliff almost 200 feet tall and wrecked the car on the way down. It should have killed him. Instead, he climbed back up the rock face on his own with 2 broken ribs. Dan Moss survived Devil's Slide. 30 years later, it took his son. On May 25, 2017, his son Richard, aged 22, drove this same road to work. A camera filmed his car leaving the tunnel at 7:12 in the morning. The drive ahead of him was 9 minutes long. He never got there. Weeks later, they found one wheel from his car on the cliff. He has never been found. The ground underneath is soft rock that crumbles when it gets wet, sitting on hard rock with a crack running through it. All of it on a slope so steep you could not stand on it, soaking up rain, springs, and fog that turns to water. The first people to build across this cliff were a railroad. In 1907, they laid tracks 700 feet above the water. Landslides tore it apart. By 1920, they gave up, and the state paved a highway right on top of the old train route. Highway 1 opened through Devil's Slide in 1937. 3 years later, a landslide destroyed most of it. It shut again for 84 days in 1983. Then came the winter of '95. It rained on 27 days out of 29. The road did not slide sideways. It sank. 6 feet straight down, with the pavement and the yellow center line still sitting on top of it. The highway shut for 158 days. A 7-mile drive turned into a 45-mile detour. Then a state geologist measured it. Since 1937, the road had sunk more than 47 feet below where it was first built. Not the hillside, the road itself. 47 feet down, while cars kept driving across the top of it. In 2006, long cracks opened down the lanes. Another slide was coming, and it shut for 5 months. After the '95 collapse, the federal government ordered California to look at drilling a tunnel instead. Congressman Tom Lantos got the money out of Washington. Construction started in 2005. It was paid for with federal disaster money, the kind that only comes after something has already gone wrong. On March 25, 2013, the 2 Tom Lantos Tunnels opened behind the mountain. The old cliff road closed that same day. No car has driven it since. The tunnels fixed the landslide completely. They did nothing about the 400-foot drop at the edge. State records show 33 crashes here where a car ran off the road between 2017 and 2020. 24 people hurt. 1 killed, on a stretch you can drive across in under 2 minutes. In July 2024, a car left the road at a gravel pull-off with no guardrail on it. Brilin Aroma, Mohammed Nouri, and Angelica Gacho died in a 400-foot fall to the rocks below. So if you drive this coast, Rule 1. Follow the speed on the yellow sign before every curve. Rule 2. Stop only at a marked pull-off with a guardrail on it, never on the shoulder, and never to take a photograph. Rule 3. Put your phone somewhere you cannot reach it, because one look away from the road here is a 400-foot drop. Dan Moss stood on this shoulder holding a sign for years. The guardrails went up because families like his would not stop asking. Devil's Slide never became safe, it became survivable. There are more roads like this one. Subscribe to American Death Traps and we will show you the next one first.